finishing my other journal. I've decided that I want to make another pretty one. This is fabric again that I've printed onto, and this time it's chapter 1 papers that I've used. I did print off a sheet to show you. Oh yes, here it is. Hang on. Right, this is what it looks like if you printed it on paper. It's quite dark and it's really beautiful. I might put this in here, but I'm not sure yet. I change my mind all the time. But I've printed it onto fabric and I printed it draft as usual. I didn't want it in your face or anything, and she's gorgeous, look. And at the back, it's got another, I suppose you'd call them Victorian ladies. It's the sort of thing I love and I like doing. Oh, that goes lovely. I have some fabric here. Look, that goes lovely with that fabric actually. But stop going off on a tangent, Shirley. Just carry on with what you're doing. This is, as I say, another fabric journal, and I've put all the layers together. As you can see, I've stitched down the middle here, and then I've not joined them yet or done anything, because again I want to do certain things on here. I want to stitch around her, just hand stitch, just with black cotton here. I have some black cotton there, so I'm going to hand stitch around her, and when I do, you won't see all the workings inside, because when I finish doing what I've got to do, this will come over here and it will all be stitched around and that'll hide. But I think that's going to be pretty. As you can see, I've already done these here. I've stitched down the middle there, and I've stitched on the 2 pieces of lace here. I've not done anything to that side or this side yet, because this has to be trimmed off up here, and I'm not sure whether I might do something here. Yeah, haven't worked that out yet. It's still thought process in my mind, but I have decided I'm going to have 3 signatures in there. It's going to be quite a chunky one, but as you can see, this is too big here, top to bottom, but the sides might be okay. I still haven't worked that out yet. It'll be decision time when it's all stitched in and I see what I've got left to play around with. But as I say, there's 3 signatures here. I've already got 3 signatures. They're all done. I've been putting little snippets on Facebook and Instagram. This is going to be the first page, and I thought what I might do in a minute is show you how I've made this. It's not a tag, it's just a piece of ephemera to go into a slot there, like that, stamped onto there. Lots of gessoing, and I think you've probably seen these pages here. Some of you might have. Just stitched round there, and then this is an envelope here. I didn't do this. This came from a kit a long time ago from Varialuska Paper Garden, and I thought that was lovely. So I thought, oh, it wasn't like this, it was bigger, but I cut it up and changed it to how I wanted it. So that's going to go on there. Piece of vellum there, and this is very neutral, the colours in this journal, but I do love this die, and I found some pretty images and put those behind it. It's a film strip die. And then this side here, as I say, I've been showing some of these here on Facebook and Instagram. But isn't that pretty there as well? I do like that. I'm getting more into my hand stitching again, and I think that came about when we were away because I couldn't do much in the motorhome, so I started just sticking things down and hand stitching, and I think this page is going to be like this. I have a piece of flimsy paper there which I'll glue on there. I've stamped onto this piece of fabric here, and I think I did the same with this as I did with the last journal. I did lots of flicking and just damping onto some material with some ink, and that's how that came out there. And as I say, I stamped onto it. Now where's this? I have the stamp here because just in case anybody wanted to know, it's a Tim Holtz Stampers Anonymous, and that's the stamp there that I used, and it came out beautiful on there. I haven't got too much in here at the moment. No, here's another page that I've shown, but I haven't shown in situ really, but there you go. And this is a embossing folder postcard. I think it's a Tim Holtz one again, I'm not sure, and just a raggedy all over it. Stamping there, the journey is the destination. I love fat face clothes, so I always keep their tags. They have tags in there, and on there is their logo, which is there. And here it's just stamped a little raggedy, and I've stitched around it, and I made a pocket here so you can put something in there like that. And this quote here, that came from Varaluska Paper Garden as well. So that's all of that one here. So that's one signature, because this is going to have 3 signatures in it. This is another signature. That's all. That just have to have lots of pockets put in there and whatever I'm going to do with it. And then this is the last signature here, but oh, this one came from a long time ago, and I think that came from Chapter 1 Papers, but I'm not sure. One of their boxes, but this hasn't got really anything in it here. So, oh, apart from I put that in there. I love that. So now the journal's all about filling it up and putting lots of ephemera in there. And I have actually sorted out, I like to do that before I start the journal. I like to sort everything out that it might go in there and it might not. So I've put everything in this little plastic box here. So that's, I'll be taking elements of that and putting it into the journal. Here as well is a wallet and my girly image, which I love. So it's not just girly images, I have lots of things in here as well that I'm probably going to cut up and cut out and put them in the journal. That's Sam Paul, I think, there, but I've got quite a few different digi things I'm going to put in there. There. And I have this tray here, and on this tray is everything that isn't that lovely? I just find things and throw them in, and I decide whether I'm going to use them or not. But I did like that leaf, and already something like that and stitched down would look really nice, wouldn't it? It doesn't take much to actually throw things together, and I'd probably hand stitch these on because that looks nice. I think I'm going to keep that out there because I might have a go at that. Oh, didn't realise that. Right, so that's there. Things to use as well, and lots of glassine bags and vellum and lace, so that's all on there, and I keep that at the side. And also I have a raggedy plastic wallet, and in there is just bits and pieces of everything, like this. I don't throw anything away. Rose and Hubble fabrics, isn't that gorgeous? So that's somewhere along the line that will turn up in one of my journals. But what I thought I'd quickly show you, as I said, is how I made this bit of ephemera here. And I've picked this card here because I thought she was lovely. So I'm just going to quickly, I've done the gessoing, but I might show you quickly how I do my gessoing, that's it, yeah. Right, so I have a tiny little brayer here. That's Tim Holtz's brayer, and wasn't planned to do this. These were on my desk for when I did the last, that one there, that one. So I thought I would just show you quickly. I'm going to get a baby wipe because, as I say, it isn't planned, and I would normally have some water beside me, but what I do is I'll just roll my brayer. Going to put that there. And I'm going to just, there you go. Isn't that nice? I like that. So the brayer is perfect for doing gessoing onto anything. I'm just having a look. I'm going to put that there to dry, and I'm sure I've got some, oh, I might, this, as I say, wasn't planned, but I've got lots of gesso here. I don't want to waste it, so there you go. Nice. And then what you can do, when that dries, you can put a nice photo on there, glue a photo on there. That would be lovely. So I'm going to put that one to dry as well. I put my ladies here. I'm trying to, oh, these are photos. I think I'm not sure, these might have come from Sam Paul, I'm not sure actually, but as I say, while I've got this here, oh, that's that same lady there, I'm going to just put some doesn't matter if it goes over their faces as well, as long as it's not, as long as you do it gently and you don't do it too heavy-handed. It's a light hand really with the brayer. Oh, that's nice. That'll save me doing it now. You can go a bit more heavy-handed just to finish things off. I'm going to come in and just put some more on there, take up the last. I think that's got it all now. And the reason I got a baby wipe out was to put my brush in there, because I haven't got any water in here, as I say. Oops, that'll do. There. Right, I'm going to put that down the side now, here, because I'll take that in later and wash that. There. Quite happy with that now. That's probably all dry now. It doesn't take very long with something like this. And I'll cut those out and I'll use them either in my journal here or somewhere else. Another journal sometime. Yeah, that's all right. That's fine. Now, as I say, I'm just showing you how to do this one quickly. And I had everything here. I've already stamped onto a piece of fabric here, and it says there is beauty in simplicity. Isn't that lovely as well? I do like things. I'm going to put that down there. Now, where I got these from, I love these. These are Tim Holtz again, his stamps, but every one of these stamps here are separated. So if I wanted to, life was meant for great adventure, I would actually just grab hold of it here, and it's all ready. I'm going to, no, I need that. I won't be putting it on that. I'm going to put this on here just to show you how beautiful they stamp out on fabric as well. Let me get a... Oh, this one should do it. I'm just getting an acrylic block. Put that on there like that. There. Let's stamp onto it. Lots of gentle tapping on there to make sure the ink goes in. It's nice that you can see this as well. Whoops, nearly. I'm just going to put that on there. Now, I'd wait for about 30 seconds because it's on fabric. I've always waited for the ink to penetrate, whether it's paper, card, fabric, vellum, whatever. And especially like this, because you want the ink to seep into it, but you don't want it to spread out so you can't read the writing. So even though I'm holding it on there and going like this, these are lovely, these acrylic blocks, I'm not putting lots of pressure on there, just a little bit of pressure. Whoops. And there, isn't that lovely? Life was meant for great adventure. And then what I'd probably do, I'd probably just cut it a tiny bit and then pull it apart so that you'd get the frayed edge there. I think that's on a salvage there, so unless you cut all the salvage off, you're not really going to get a frayed edge there. But that could go on there as well. But I like There Is Beauty in Simplicity. I like that one. Now I stitched it on, hand stitched it, and I have my cotton here ready. But before I hand stitch it, I do like to put a little bit of glue on there so it doesn't, but I don't want the glue all over This glue is fabulous, tacky glue. It sticks fabric beautifully as well. So I'm just going to put that there. And then I'm going to hand stitch around. You don't want to see me hand stitching, so I'll leave you now and come back when I've done it. Stitched the piece of fabric on there. I do like hand stitching. It's very therapeutic and I get lost in it, but the stamping onto fabric, and I just have a thing about fabric. And talking about fabric, the material I used for my outside cover here, there, very pretty it is. Well, I bought, can't remember where I got it from actually, but it was 10 fat quarters, I think. I think it's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, 8 fat quarters. And this is one of them here. And I did like that because I thought it went really well with the neutral colour scheme. But everything in there is really lovely. And this one, I was going to use that one, but I thought I won't, because I don't know whether that looks like a, well, it does to me. It looks like a hydrangea. And I thought, oh, I'd love to stitch that and put little purple or pale blue French knots in there. So this material was just much nicer. I can't remember what fabric it is, what's the name, but it's so beautiful. I just fell in love with it, and everything matches, so you'll be seeing this on lots. And this is my favorite. Look at that. That is just stunning. I love it. So this material, you'll probably be seeing a lot of that in some of my work. But right, let's get on with this now. The next thing I did was put a tiny little tab at the top there. So I already had this cut out ready, and what I did with this one, I put that on there roughly in the middle, and then I put this around here. Now first I got the stapler and I stapled that there, and I stapled that on there. I don't know whether you can see. Then move it around. I want to get it. That's it. So I stapled that, and then this'll go back over the top of it. Now you can put a little bit of glue there to keep it in place, and I'll probably do that because I don't want that to keep falling over. And what I did this side was I put a bit of glue on this side there. The staple really was just to keep it in place, and it looks nice as well. So there. What I might do now is, now it's all in place, I'm going to come in and, rather than glue it, I'm going to put a staple there right in the middle, and that'll keep it in place and while the glue's drying. Next thing is the bow, and for the bow I had another bit of fabric here, and all I did with this was put a little, it's not a knot, it's the start of a knot, that's all. Like that, and then you just manoeuvre it to see how you want it to look, and then you pull it tighter and tighter as you go. There, and that's how I did that. And then I think you know how to do this to get your little, I want to try and make this even, so then you fold it together, hold it, and you'll cut it at an angle here. Uh-oh, I can see hubby out there. Oh, he's not coming in. Right, if I cut this at an angle like that, there. And that's how I did the bow. It's not really a bow, it's a fake bow, but it's lovely. I never throw these away. You'll see this somewhere. That will go in my tray here of things. And how I did this, a tiny bit of glue just to keep it in place while I'm, now which side I like that side better, so I'm going to glue it down the other way. You just turn it over and have a look and see what you like. So I'm just going to put a tiny bit of glue there. Like that. Now that's lovely. Now, I didn't get any of this. I thought I'll wait until I'm ready to do it. Some gauze. I always keep a little gauze hanging above me. I'm probably going to put a bit more on this one. I like that. And the gauze I usually put on with a glue stick. It depends. So I want some glue there. I want to glue this down here as well so it doesn't move. And this one maybe. There. And some gauze on there. Some gauze, some glue. I'm going to put a fairly thick lump because that's what it was hanging off there. A bit of lumpy glue. Right. Good. What I normally do, I just dislike getting my glue all over my fingers, and then I go and touch some of my work and material and it sticks to me and I get a dirty mark on there. So I usually come in and just get rid of the excess glue, push it down, and that glue will come all through the gauze. It doesn't come onto your fingers, and that's stuck now quite nicely. So we're there so far. Then my buttons. I have 2 buttons here. Back with my cotton. Make a knot in the end. Penny, our little fur baby who had the stroke, she's coming along nicely. She's been back to the vet. I think I said in the last video, she had another op and she came through it beautifully, but she's running around again now like a little puppy, as if nothing's happened. Nothing was wrong with her. She's fine. We were the ones that were stressed out, Andrew and I, thinking we were going to lose her, but as I say, our little fur baby is happy as Larry, eating beautifully again. And Chip just wants to make a fuss of her, which is unreal really, but they get on well, but I wouldn't say they were bosom buddies. Right, I'm going to give that one more. Now that's one button on there. I think this time round I might only do one button. I did two on the other one, but let me see. No, I think I'm just going to do one this time round. And this is fiddling now, just to see. Yeah, I might do this. I'm going to tuck that under the button there, if I can. Oh, there. Yep, I'm going to put this tiny bit of lace on there. And how I'm going to attach it is by stitching it on. I do love stitching things on rather than gluing them all the time. I don't mind gluing, but if I've got a needle and cotton in my hand, it's just as easy to give it a stitch. I'll probably cover the other side with some card or paper. That looks nice, and that's got a bit of texture there, but I have some other little bits here. No, stop fiddling, Shirley, and leave it. Oh, this is dried nicely now, look. I just put some gesso on there, that's all. And I'll probably end up putting a little image on there. This journal is going to be all about pretty ladies, pretty girls. It's something that I love doing. Right, that's just lovely, putting lovely images into my work. Right, that'll do. So far so good. I think we've oh, I wasn't going to put two on and I haven't. Right, very similar now. This one here and that one there. Now this one goes into there. And the reason I wanted to do one very similar is because at the back of the journal there is actually another bag here, and it has a slit on the side, and I'm just going to, what did I do with this one? Oh, that's all I did with that one. I folded it back so you can still see it, and that one's going to go in there. Right, girls, I hope you like that. I'm going to call it a day now, because I do want to think about what the inside here. I might put a pocket. I'm really undecided about that, but I know what I'm going to do with her. As I said, I'm going to go round while I've got this here. I'll leave that there and I'll show you what I mean by going round. Now I'm probably going to have double. Now, do I want cotton or do I want wool? Oh, I think I might want embroidery floss. I don't think this is going to show up very much. Right, that's it. I won't do what I was going to show you and start the stitching going around, because I'm going to do it in embroidery silks. Right, there, made my mind up, decision made. So that's, I'm going to start that off camera and go around. There's lots to actually do all down here, and what I might do is put tiny bits of lace on her dress here, put some little bits of lace up here. I might put some beads on here as well, but we'll see as we go along how it progresses. Hope you like that, girls, then, and hopefully we'll be further along when I come and do another video. Okay, ladies, bye.